What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on the Zack Snyder Justice League Explained. I feel like we need to explain this movie because ever since it came out that Zack Snyder is reportedly getting somewhere between $70 million and $110 million for this movie, and he's filming additional scenes, not reshoots because they're brand new scenes, that apparently the Snyder Cut never existed. So we need to break down what's going on here. This isn't a Batman vs Superman theatrical release compared to the Ultimate Cut, which essentially came out, which was much longer, and it missed a lot of gaps that you didn't understand in the theatrical release. So if you are new around here, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the videos. At the 100,000 subscribe mark, I will be giving away something so darn cool. So the Zack Snyder Cut is going to be a 4-part series, each being 1 hour long on HBO Max. It's unclear when we're going to get all of them, but apparently we're getting it early 2021. But I think due to the current climate we're in, it's going to be more like the middle of 2021 at the earliest. So the Snyder Cut is not what Joss Whedon made at all. So what happened was Zack Snyder shot everything by early 2017. He said they're in post-production, and all of a sudden Warner Bros. Wanted to reshoot the whole film. So Joss Whedon came in and rewrote the whole movie, and I'm pretty sure Zack Snyder said something on the lines, I'm not going to use any of that footage, because he had his own footage to use. So then people are like, yeah, but the Snyder Cut doesn't exist because they're doing new scenes. Yeah, they're doing new scenes because now it's a mini-series. It's no longer a movie. It's a 4-hour movie, if I guess you wanted to watch it in that way. So we don't know why they're shooting new scenes. They might just be redoing scenes in a different manner because they want to tell a different story. We know that Justice League 2, 3 maybe set up HBO Max and not just throwing a lot of money into this, because people keep saying Warner Bros. Are giving them $70 million. No, AT&T are giving them the money. So they're obviously setting up a different ending. Complete different ending. There's a lot of differences in the Zack Snyder Cut and what Joss Whedon did. You know, the whole awkward scene where Gal Gadot stunt double let Ezra Miller fall on top of her. Awkward. Gal Gadot didn't let him do that because that never happened. That was a stunt double. You see what I mean? There's going to be so many differences, and it's going to be very interesting to see, is Zack Snyder's version of The Flash as clumsy and stupid as the one that, you know, Joss Whedon made? It's going to be very interesting because, you know, Flash is supposed to be a bit clumsy, but not clumsy to the point where he's falling on top of Wonder Woman. That really didn't make any sense. So there is also a lot of confusion in the trailer. Darkseid didn't have his armor. That was Uax. That was not Darkseid. It was a young Darkseid. Uax. U-X-A-S. It wasn't Darkseid. Honey, calm down. Okay, he's going to have the armor when we see him properly coming through the boom tube at the end of the movie via Apocalypse. So don't worry, guys, that is not him. And also, there was a lot of people saying that Darkseid looks a bit weird. No, there is a figure in there that kind of looks like Corvus Glaive. It's Darkseid, okay? D-E-S-A-D-D, I believe that's how you say it. He is completely different. And the reason these two look similar is because the same concept artist worked on both of them. But if you want to go down that rabbit hole, Infinity War was worked on after the Justice League. They've just got the same concept designer. That's why they kind of look similar. So I feel like there's a lot of people getting a lot of things wrong about the Darkseid Justice League movie. And also, the music that was used, you know, Hallelujah, Hallelujah, nothing to do with the actual movie. That's more something personal to Snyder's family. He said it's got nothing to do with the rejoice in for getting the movie out there. Absolutely nothing to do with that, guys. So that is a few of the things that a lot of people are getting confused here. Also, the fact that people seem to think that Black Superman's suit means he's going to go evil and kill Lois Lane, because in the nightmare scene, he says to Batfleck, who's also getting his own TV series, she was my world and you took her from me, and he kills Batman, and that's the world where Lois Lane is dead. No, the black suit is essentially a reviving suit. It's just under his armor, really. It's just him reviving. It doesn't turn him evil. It's just a black suit. I don't get why people think he's going to go evil, he's going to take out everyone, he's going to be manipulated, he's going to be mind wiped by Darkseid, which, don't get me wrong, guys, that really could happen. But Zack Snyder's literally already said what happens in this movie already, so to speak. And we know it's all going to be a bit different. So what happens is there's a Snyderverse, which literally contains everything thus far, including Aquaman and Shazam, which came out after Justice League. So we don't know where everything's going. As we know in the Flash movie, there is the multiverse, which will allow the Arrowverse to come through. Oh, wait. The Snyderverse doesn't exist, but Ezra Miller Flash appeared in the Arrowverse. Yeah. So essentially the reason for this Flash movie is so they can have all these different universes, you know, the Robert Pattinson Batman universe, which is its own universe with the GCPD TV show. And then the Snyderverse is literally everything at the moment, but we don't know how we're going to deal with that. You know, one of the directors for the Flash movie did say it's going to be a soft reboot, but no, honey, that is not the case. So there's a lot of differences, and if they weren't continuing somewhat of the Snyderverse, then if they do Justice League 2, it's got to be the continuity, because, you know, they'd have to recast literally every single character. Now, we know they're reshooting stuff in October, which, as the time of this video coming out, it will be October. And Henry Cavill isn't going to be involved, but he still could be involved. But he's doing The Witcher. He could just be doing ADR or something like that. But he's currently filming The Witcher 2 in Europe. I mean, I live in Europe, so realistically, I shouldn't say Europe. In Europe, though. So it's interesting how there's a lot of people getting confused about what is the Snyder Cut. The Snyder Cut, in a nutshell, is a completely different movie. Nothing to do with the movie that you've seen in the cinema and it made you cringe and it's like, what? Zack Snyder would never let this happen. So it's a completely different movie. Steppenwolf is going to look completely different. We're getting a dark, evil look the way he should look. He's from Apocalypse. He's trying to get the mother boxes. He's trying to impress Darkseid, you know, mother for Darkseid. He's trying to impress Darkseid. So this movie is going to be so different to the 2017 movie that was disappointing somewhat because, you know, they went on the promo tour and they were like, yeah, Henry Cavill's there, but they're not allowed to say that he's in the movie even though everyone knew he was going to be in the movie, and it will be completely different. And then at the other end of the spectrum, there's some people saying stuff like, nah, the Snyder Cut shouldn't exist. Well, it should exist because he was hired to do a job, he had a family disaster, tragedy, and they fired him and we never got to see his movie. So we're going to get to see his movie and much, much more. From what we're hearing from behind the scenes, there's also going to be like part 2 and part 3, because if you think they're spending up to $100 million just for a one-off 4-part series for HBO Max subscriptions, then you are very, very mistaken. So I hope this has cleared up some misconception about what is going on in the Snyder Cut trailer. And it's not a Snyder Cut trailer because the bars on the sides. He's explained the ratio. It's so you can see how tall it is and you don't lose any of the frame, and you can see the aspect ratio. He's explained all this literally before. So it is interesting how, you know, some people are trying to build this narrative and still hate on release the Snyder Cut. But remember, guys, according to Variety and Deadline and Heroic Hollywood, the Snyder Cut never existed. It was never here. But it is here. So it's UX in the trailer. It's not actually Darkseid, so that's why he hasn't got the armor. A lot of the things in the trailer are not really new, but there are a lot of hidden Easter eggs. Like, you know, where we see the nightmare scene, you see a Joker kind of bit of paper pop up. You know, it's just going to be very interesting, guys, to see what it is. So I've done this short, informative video. I'm not boring. I don't have a script in my hand at all. And also, there's a misconception in the trailer is some people think, you know, the Green Arrow or something did the arrow. No, that is Wonder Woman's mother warning her. Okay, like literally. If you want to understand what, just read the comment section. Most people in the comment section are clued up, but certain websites kind of get confused. People go, oh, this is happening, no, this is happening. Literally, it's not even that hard to work out what's going on. The most likely reason for the reshoots is maybe the Martian Manhunter stuff. Maybe, but Zack Snyder's not going to tell you what they're reshooting because obviously he wants it to be a surprise. Even though the main narrative of the story is we already know most of it. If you've listened to the other videos I've done when we went over the SnyderCon kind of thing, when he went over a bunch of stuff, we already know what the main narrative is. But obviously parts will change here and there. So it's just going to be very interesting. I've not done a Snyder Cut video for a while. So this video would probably title something like the Zack Snyder Cut release revealed, Zack Snyder explained, or Snyder Cut explained, something on that variance, because it's just annoying when people think it's something that it's not. like I said in the prelog, this is not a Batman vs Superman getting an extended cut. This is us getting a completely different movie. It is going to be so different. You're going to be like, okay, yeah. I mean, Zack Snyder is a visionary. He's very good aesthetically. He's a cinematographer master. He knows how to make a movie look beautiful. He's all about the colors. And it will be a very different movie to the point where people that hated the first one will be like, damn, why didn't we get this in the first place? Like, it just makes no sense to me or anyone else. When I talk to people about the Justice League, they're like, yeah, I hate it. I was like, yeah, but just watch the Snyder Cut. And I guarantee you will like it much more. If you like anything to do with superheroes, you will love the Snyder Cut. So like always, guys, let me know everything down below. If you think I'm wrong, let me know. If you think I'm right. If you think I missed anything out, which is going to be a big difference in the Snyder Cut, let me know down below. As you know, we've built a bit of community when it comes to the Snyder Cut and DC content on this channel. So comment down below, guys. Let's try and get this video to 500 comments and 1,000 likes if you can. Remember, the faster we get to 100,000 subscribers, the faster I can give away this prize. The more times you comment, the more times you enter, the better it helps the channel, the better we all do. So like always, guys, check us out on Instagram at Warstu, Twitter, WarstuG, twitch.tv/Warstu, and I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch ya later.